So what I wanted to talk about this round particularly is basically how you play eco rounds. We kind of covered it a little bit in the last match that we were talking about, but in this situation, I wanted to talk about like cheese angles that you can play. Basically, what is a cheese angle? Why are they bad to play? And how you can kind of take advantage of them in the situation. And I think that Bonk really exemplifies this pretty well. Have you ever like died to a shorty? That's the whole phrase. Have you like? It is frustrating, right? We've all died to a shorty. It's really annoying. You have like you decide to full buy second round for whatever reason. You buy a phantom and then somebody freaking shorties you. I just want to lose my mind. Okay, it is the most frustrating thing in the world. Don't let it ever happen again. And we're gonna show you how to not. Well, not. We're gonna show you how to like 90% not let it happen again. Okay. And we're gonna watch Bonk right there in the situation. So what you're gonna see from Bonk is they're gonna be pushing up right here on catwalk. And notice how the other team NIP is gonna be pushing up over here on A. They're doing this because they're on an eco. They don't have any cool guns. They don't have the money or the life to really be messing around here in this situation. So they're gonna be pushing up A. They're just looking for a cheeky pick. They're looking to catch him off guard. And this is something that you'll see very common on these eco rounds. And something else that's very common is playing a position like the Sage is playing right now. This position is not good. This is not a good position to play. But on an eco, just a little bit better because she has nothing to risk, right? It's a super risky position for the reasoning that look at Yassine right here. He's an excellent player, by the way. Yassine from Bonk. This guy's disgusting. He's just checking his corners. You're gonna see, checks the corners very safely. Look at how safe they're playing this round. They know they're on an eco. Pushes through garage or through garden. Just clearing this out. Okay, nobody's playing here. Okay, we're gonna push more towards site. Look how they're playing together. They're playing this together. They're not giving them the chance to get a kill and like grab a gun. Ziz watching short there, and this Sage is gonna check this corner here. Just peeks it and then backs up. Let's Ziz get the kill right there. And they're able to get the picks on both those guys. Look how safely they took that, dude. They went so safe here this entire time. They're checking all of their corners, just making sure that they're not getting cheesed in this situation. And this is how you have to do it. A lot of the times on these ecos, people don't respect them. They play too quickly with their phantoms and stuff, and then they get caught off guard, end up losing the eco. That's a massive deal. When you lose your eco and you're able to just give these guns back to the defense and stuff like that, or you're able to give these guns back to the other team, that can be super detrimental to you. But in this situation, they even come over here to clear out hell. They've already killed 3 people onto site, and then they come and clear out hell as well, right? They don't leave any corner unchecked in this situation. This is how you deal with an eco. This is how you don't die to shorties all the freaking time, right? How many people lose ecos very frequently? I lose ecos pretty frequently. It's because I don't do stuff like this. It's because I'm a slacker. I just assume because there's 2 on site, there can't be a 3rd one, right? Clear literally everything, right? Clear everything. Now, I don't want to say that what NIP did here was like stupid, right? They had shorties, they didn't have any guns or something. I respect the decision to do what they did, and it actually could have worked out. A lot of the times what you'll see elsewise, is that a term? It's a term that I just used, okay? Elsewise, what you'll see on an eco is people will stack up 2 positions, and a cheese position like this, I'm calling this a cheese position right now. You can play a spot like this. You can. But generally, when you play a spot like this, you want somebody else to back you up and bait for you. Because right now, it's too easy for this race to be like, okay, I don't see anybody. Let me check my corners. I don't see anybody here. It's a little suspicious. We're going to check this corner right here. Okay, the Sage was there. Good thing I checked this corner, right? If you do see somebody right here, if you see somebody playing garden over there, you have that pressure. You're thinking, okay, well, that's the person. That is the person who is holding tree right now. This is where my attention is, right? That Sage could have gotten a kill if somebody was double up with her right there. The reason they didn't double up right here is because they are doing this tactic I was talking about. They just did it in the wrong place. They literally, they just did it in the wrong place, and that's why it didn't work out, right? They did it long. They were hoping that they pushed long. They didn't end up pushing long. It's kind of an unfortunate event, but that's just kind of how it goes, right? Not terrible. NIP probably they probably made the right call. They didn't make a bad call by pushing long right here. It just didn't end up working out. They ended up pushing somewhere else. It's unfortunate. A lot of times on eco, what I'll do actually is I'll blind through B tunnels right here up on ascent. And I think that this is really good. You give it like 1 or 2 seconds so you can get them committed into the tunnel, and then you blind through. And sometimes you're able to get 1 or 2 picks off this, and you're able to get a gun off of it. Incredibly beneficial. What we saw one time was this wasn't on an eco, but this was in our Cloud9 game that we talked about tens and stuff. He actually blinded right through here. Tens jumped up on top of this ledge, and he was actually able to get a triple kill right there. That was beautiful. That wasn't on an eco. That was just a good play. But yeah, you could set stuff like this up. It's not terrible. So props to Bonk for just playing this slow, respecting the eco. They're playing against a team like NIP. NIP is a big organization, so they definitely want to take this game seriously, right? Okay, so that was the round that I kind of wanted to talk about. We're gonna talk about one more round here, just because I think it's kind of funny, and I wanted to talk about it. Okay, so this is a tactic that you guys can utilize. If you have a Sova friend and you have a Raze friend, you can do this, okay? And it's gonna be disgusting and it's really obnoxious. And I had this done to me like 7 or 8 rounds in a row, and I didn't know how to deal with it. And like I watched this Cypher, and he kind of showed me how to deal with it. But like in the moment, dude, I was so freaking frustrated. And Travis was in this game. I was yelling because this is like the perfect use of utility. It is so obnoxious. Okay, so watch this round. Watch this round right here. Okay. You have your boy Yassine right here. You have your boy Sova right here. If you're playing on a scent and you want to push A and you want to be the most obnoxious players in the world, Sova drones in. You can do this with a dart. You can do this with a drone. Sova drone comes in, sees the Cypher playing over on a generator. Look how he tags him immediately. Cypher used his trap right here because he heard the drone. He used his trap. And the problem is, in this situation, this trap hurts him a lot. Because what is going to happen is this Raze is going to come over here, full peek him, and chuck a nade towards generator. They know that he's here. They have him tracked. They know exactly where he is. This nade lands generator. Shock dart comes in. He is blinded by Omen and annihilated, dude. Do you see all of this utility that was just used on this? What in the... I had this happen to me like 7 or 8 rounds in a row, and it was the most obnoxious thing I've ever experienced. Travis, when I was yelling in my game, this is what I was yelling about. This happened to me every single round for 8 rounds in a row, dude. I was so tricked. I was like, what do I do? I guess I just don't play sight anymore. What I realized though, what you do in this situation, is what he's gonna do next round. This is I forget his name. He's an IP. They're gonna try this again, okay? They're gonna come back and they're just gonna take this site. This round is theirs. They annihilated the Cypher. They take the site like basically for free. It is perfect for them, right? This is actually a really clean retake, and I wanted to point out the defense on Ascent, right? So that site take right there is clean. I suggest that everybody uses that for forever until we figure out a way to stop it, right? I noticed what NIP is going to do to counter it next round. I'll comment on that. But basically, I wanted to talk about this site retake right here, right? Because this is a 3v4 retake. They're like the odds of them getting onto site right here is probably not very likely. Retaking the site can be kind of hard sometimes. But what you'll see right here is a 4v4 retake. And they're going to come in through here. So you could retake from 2 different positions, right? You could retake from Heaven or you can retake from Garden. I think Garden is generally the easier side to enter sometimes if they're watching Heaven right here. And you'll notice what the Sova is going to do. Incredibly intelligent. A lot of the times what you'll see is a ton of utility bombarded Heaven so they don't have to deal with Heaven so they can focus all of their attention on Tree. And that's basically what the Sova is going to do right here. He fires the first shot here into Heaven. Hip tries to push in here. If he fires the second shot onto Hip right here, this is going to be really bad for Hip, right? He gets tagged twice by this ultimate. He's pretty much dead. But instead, he kind of waits on it. He just gives it a second. I think what he should have done in this situation, I mean, hindsight's 2020, he probably should have fired all 3 of these babies Heaven, just blocked off this entire way while his team is full focused on here in Tree right there, right? If they can provide their full attention towards Tree, maybe they end up winning this round. But instead, what he does when he sees them Tree is this Sova is actually going to take the second shot towards Tree, which gives Hip the chance to come in here, gets the kill onto the Omen, which is a crucial kill right there. Drops down, tags the Sova down to 1 HP. And you're going to see Korea is actually going to push in here through Garden. He's going to get the kill onto Safe, and then he's going to get the final kill onto Bonker. And that's going to be a round for them right there, right? Heaven is like one of the most important places to lock down in this situation. For post plant, if you're not locking down Heaven, you're doing something wrong. And Hip just being able to walk straight in here and get the kill onto them is super detrimental to this post plant, right? Nobody's focused on Heaven right now. This is the Sova's job right now because everybody has their attention focused on Garden. It's kind of just recognizing your job right now. He wanted to go for the kill into Garden. He wanted to have some value there with his ultimate, and he ends up firing over there. And this is pretty much what loses them the round right there. Not necessarily, but like kind of, right? Had he kept firing into Evan, I think this would have been completely different. But I don't know. That's just, it do be like that sometimes, you know? It do be like that sometimes. Good retake, quality retake. The last thing I wanted to comment on in this NIP game was just how NIP reacts to that play that happened to him last time, right? So I said I was traumatized the last time that this happened to me, right? I didn't really know how to deal with it. It happened to me like 8 times in a row. And I was like, what do I do about this? I like what he does in this situation. This isn't guaranteed to work, by the way, right? I still don't think this is the best solution, but it was a solution. And watch how he listens and adapts to this, right? So he was murdered last time pretty horribly, right? They droned him and then they naded him and then they did all this stuff right here. And he's traumatized because he's going to see it happen again this round. He's thinking, how do I adapt to this? He hears the drone coming in. Drone's coming in. It's searching for him. They're looking for him. They're doing the same exact thing again. He's just going to peek him. He's going to kill the Raze. That's what he's going to... He doesn't mess around this time. He's like, I'm not going to try to hide on sight for this drone, dude. I am literally just going to swing her and kill her. And that's what he does. He swings her and kills her. That is like, I guess that's how you deal with it, right? There was no smoke down in that situation. He did cage it a little bit earlier, so maybe had they done the strat like a little bit earlier, they would have gotten him again. But like, for the most part, I don't know. That's like his solution that he chose. Now they don't have the Raze nade to deal with him. Like, they're firing shock darts and stuff, and they're trying to take him out, but it's just not going to happen, right? They really need the nade in this situation, but for the most part, no. I don't know. I guess that's what you do. That's the best solution. So if this happens to you, I don't know. Maybe try to swing him. That's my best advice. I don't really know. Don't play on site would be my other advice. Play in heaven. But then like if you're playing so far back, then they can take advantage of that too. I don't know. It's interesting. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel down below, like the video, and check us out on Twitch. We already have all these awesome people and stuff like that. I freaking love you guys, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Okay.